so we're here on chest day. We're going to start today on an incline press. Now I like to use a Smith or the 3-bar incline press to start with. The focus on the first exercise isn't about the strength with sort of low reps in bodybuilding, somewhere between 6 and 8. It's about engaging the muscle with blood and making sure you contract the full range of movement. So it's all the way down. Probably about an inch above chest height. You don't have to touch. If you do touch, you can put your front delts and your rotating cuffs in that compromised position. With a heavy weight, you may end up getting some issues there. So in a stretch position on your chest is about an inch away, and then you drive up a little bit quicker than the descent, and the idea is to try and focus in squeezing the chest together. So the hands, obviously they're planted on the bar, but try and feel like you're forcing the chest in, that and engage more muscle into the movement. Little pause at the top, little pause at the bottom, so there's no elastic energy either direction. So we just focus on the muscle contraction on the way up and on the way down. So we're going to start with a warm up, 20 kilos a side, and we're going to build up from there. It's like a pyramid style, so looking at about 12 to 15 reps first sort of set. See there was a purposeful stop at the bottom that you can feel the stretch. So the idea that I think is the best way to stimulate muscle growth is to feel the movement and feel the muscle you're working in its stretched position as well as its contracted position. So we'll talk about that on biceps later, because everyone knows how to flex and contract the bicep or get the guns out, but no one thinks about feeling the muscle in the stretched position. So how many people flex their bicep at the extended range? Not many. So you want to try and do that on every movement, so you feel the muscle stretched and contracted. And the harder you can squeeze that contraction and feel that stretch, the more the muscle's going to be engaged. Come down.
Listen, so you.
So if you see, I've got these straps, these elbow bands on now. They support the elbow, and if you're an old man like me, you've been doing it 20 years, sometimes the joints aching. The weather's cold today, so my joints are aching. Try not to wear them unless I've got aching joints, but they really help keep the warmth in there, so I do recommend them. Get mine from Pro Grips. Okay, so we've moved on to exercise 2 now, so I like to do dumbbells now, and I prefer dumbbells to get a fuller range of movement and they feel freer. So if you've got a weaker or more dominant side, or a strength curve one side of your body to the other, this will really show it to you, and it'll also help even that out. If you're ever using bars and stuff, you'll always be more dominant with the stronger side. So I think dumbbells are great to use in all sort of body parts, but chest is great for dumbbells to get a good squeeze and contraction at the top. So big stretch, big squeeze. All right, let's go, 10 reps. Come on. Yeah. 3 working sets there on a dumbbell press, range between 12 and 8 reps. So increase the weight each rep generally, each set generally. So you're looking at pyramiding from 12 to 8 reps. The idea is to get a big stretch at the bottom, little pause again, and a big contraction. Now with a dumbbell, your hands can come together, whereas with a barbell, obviously they can't. So it allows a greater contraction because your chest or your pec muscle actually activates in its fullest range from a stretch to a contracted position. So that's where the arms brought across the body, and that's why people find flies and dumbbells more intense in the muscle, because you get a greater range of movement than the static barbell. So we're going to move on now to the next exercise, which is a flying movement, which today we're going to use a pec deck. So the hand position on this, you want to look at really what's in line with the part of your chest you're working, although you can't really isolate fully, but if you have a higher position, you're going to bring the emphasis higher up your chest and lower down your chest. The main thing to consider is that your chest is engaged through the whole of the movement. So to do that, you need to take out your shoulders, take out any assistance from your biceps or your back. So you stick your chest forward and make a slight arch in your back, so that when you're sat against a pad, your bum and the top of your back is connected. There's a little gap in the middle because I'm arching so much. By doing this and keeping your head back and your chest out, you have to engage your chest. You may be slightly weaker, but you won't engage your shoulders. This is the most wrongly performed exercise in the gym. My gym, any gym. Everyone gets heavy and they come forward and they get together like this, and the chest is soft as shit and the front delts are pumping like crazy. They get up and they go, fucking hell, that was hard, I've done all the weights, but you've done none of the chest. So lower the weight, isolate your chest. Another technique to keep it isolated is don't grip the handles. When you grip the handles, you go back into using your arms and pulling it across. So keep your hands open, or use the cutting part of your hand, the outside of your hand, to push. And that way you'll just engage your chest as opposed to squeeze with your forearms. And little tips you'll really feel. Trust me, try them at home. Hold, come on. So as you see that, as the weight was tiring me down, and I was aiming for 20 reps. So we do high reps on this, 20, 15, 10, 3 sets. As the weight's tiring me down, my movement got shorter because I couldn't engage any further. My chest was tired, and the only way to get from here together was using my front delts. I'd rather partial rep it all on my chest and get a full rep which you're not engaging your chest. So don't be afraid to do partials, because the movement is still activating the muscle, just not in its greatest range. But it will still take you further than if you just stop there and don't do several partials to finish. Okay, so we're moving on now to triceps. So for me, I do chest and arms on a workout, and I'll repeat that probably 4 or 5 days later. So everything's trained more than once a week. And I feel that the muscles recover in about 4 days. But that's an individual thing, so go by how you feel your recovery is. Some people need more. So now we're going on to triceps, and I'm going to start with a skull crusher, which I think is the best tricep builder. But as long as it's not killing your elbows, it's notorious for giving bad elbows. Obviously I've got sleeves on, so that's going to help take away any of that pain. But if you have got bad elbows, I suggest doing something like a push down or on a cable to warm your elbows up first, and then leave these till last, so you'll be slightly lighter on the weight, less stress on the elbow. What we're doing here is on an incline bench, again because the stress on the elbow goes with gravity. So if you're on a flat bench or a decline bench, it tends to hurt the elbow more, just the way the weight curve comes up and down across the axis of your elbow. So if you're on an incline, you'll find that a lot of the pain, if you do suffer pain in the elbow, when you do motion, is gone. So I found this myself, it's great to do. You can handle some decent weight. The main focus on this is to get a big stretch, like everything, and a big contraction at the top. So we're not lifting the weight up and straight down until we squeeze and flex the tricep at the top. A lot of people don't do that, so do try at home. Your tricep should flare out when you finish the set. See there, the angle isn't actually on the skulls. They're called skull crushers or nicknamed, but they're line tricep extensions. People call them skull crushers because they bring them to the head. Now doing that creates more angle on your elbow, which can cause pain, but also allows a rest pause at the top because of gravity straight down the bar. You take the angle behind your head and push slightly backwards, gravity's always pushing against the bar, so you always have to stay contracted and you get no respite in the movement. Much better for muscle growth. Okay, so we're here on the rope push down. It's actually my favourite exercise for triceps because you can push the rope down and then engage further, so you get a real full contraction of your tricep. A lot of bars don't allow that last little inch or so, and try and squeeze that a little bit further than your body will allow it. That'll really contract the tricep hard, and that's what we're trying to do, is tricep contraction really hard, and then let it come up and feel the stretch, hold the stretch, feel the muscle stretch before you flex it again. So we're doing this quite heavy. We're looking at 8 reps, and we're looking at being able to open that rope up between every single rep. So once you lose that opening, you're starting to lose the full contraction of your tricep. Okay, so 2 exercises now for biceps. So basic mass movement with a straight bar bicep curl. Now don't ever at home curl in the squat rack. But I own the gym, so fuck that. So you've got to get that stretch. You've got to feel them. When you're at the bottom, try and flex your biceps. Try and actually flex it in the stretch position so you can feel it engaged before you do the curl. Nice.
Biceps. That's crazy.